Welcome to Conscious Ignorance. Welcome to Conscious Ignorance. This is episode
We never know.
21.
21.
Together. You got one job.
Literally
one
one
job.
job.
You bring your laptop.
I got a lot of
You
jobs.
show up, you sit down.
That's
and you don't do
two.
nothing.
I configure shit.
That's not even. They don't even count. 'Cause
Anyways, we have a special guest.
Special guest.
Please introduce yourself, please, ma'am.
Yes, my name is Sabray,
Okay.
aka Sweet Baby Brave.
Oh shit.
Okay, Cold Girl Summer. Okay, what else? What else do they call me?
Code what?
All right, whatever. Just
Tell them where you're from.
don't call me too late to the back. Okay, I'm from PG County. And I am a content creator. I'm a barber. I'm a mother.
Ooh, no wonder it's cold summer.
Very
You
busy.
already had your hot summer.
I had my hot summer about
Trying to make a hot winter too.
Come on.
My hot summer was 3 years ago. It's like, no, I'm kidding. I was in a relationship, a long-term relationship. That's
sucks.
how my baby girl got here. But anyway,
Oh, that's beautiful.
yeah. So
blessing right
I'm
there.
representing No Disclaimers podcast. I'm representing Cuts by Sabray, and my wonderful personality. So I'm here. Thank you for having me,
What's the IG, the Twitter, what's all that?
Miss Sabray, MSSABRAE. Then of
Be right
course,
there.
No Disclaimers, and of course Cuts by
That's
Sabray.
gonna be here. Like, do that and all that's gonna be right here.
Right
with
there.
my head.
Dude, that
Got you.
it's right here. Stop telling me what to do.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, so you're a barber. So like, let's get into like right away, like barber etiquette. We know barber etiquette, I guess, from the customer. What's
Yeah.
good barber etiquette as you being a barber? Is it different for you? You feel like it's different for you being a woman?
Okay, so for me, for barbers, barber etiquette for barbers is just try to be on time as much as you can, and keep your motherfucking tools clean.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
A lot of times I don't criticize barbers without license, but one of the main things that we learn in barber school and are tested on is sanitation, and you can spread diseases if you do not do that. So that's a big part of barber etiquette, and be polite to your people. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not doing them no favor.
Yeah.
You
Oh, I got
know?
a question. So
Sure.
it's a new fad going around where the barbers they got their bodies done and they half naked, shaking ass while they cutting hair. That ain't you, is it?
Is that's a thing? I haven't
No,
seen
that's a
that.
real thing.
I haven't seen that.
Video on Twitter.
I seen a video where barbers is out here wilding. Like,
Was it a series of videos or one video?
I seen them lining them up while she was shaking her right cheek.
I ain't click it.
Why you lying?
I don't know that to be a thing, but that's not a thing over here.
Oh,
so
okay,
if you try to get a haircut with me,
No twerk.
you ain't gonna
Strictly
get that.
haircut.
You ain't gonna get that.
What I'm trying to understand, so you said be on time, right?
As much as you can, yeah.
Yeah. But how come I have barber hopped. I'm a hoe, not gonna lie.
You'll
I
love
have-
cheating on this barber.
Right.
So like barbers love to say be on time, but they could,
I was saying for us.
Oh, y'all be on time.
Yeah.
I go to a lot of barbers where they say, yeah, be there at 5:30. They don't get to your head till like 6:30. I'm like, what? Why did I need to be
I was
here?
talking about for us to be on time as much as possible, because a lot of times we get there late and then we'll push our schedule back. But I'm saying, but then you have a situation where a client may take longer because they're like, oh, I want it dark, and then you finish the haircut, then they're like, oh, actually, can you do it a little lower? And that takes time.
Right,
It's almost like another haircut. I mean, granted, it's an inconvenience, but that's just something that you have to do. So you could be running behind because of that. So you still have to work with your barber. If your barber's always 30 minutes to an hour late, then that's one thing. But if it's like for the most part you're within your time, then give your barber a break. But I got some etiquette for the clients though.
Oh.
Talk to us.
Heard you.
Talk to us.
Well, I'm my
Some-
own barber, so I don't even really know about this type
Yeah,
of
we
thing.
know.
You should be
I
getting
line
shape
my own-
ups.
I line my own stuff.
You should
I
be
get
getting
my
shape
own-
ups every now and
I
then.
get my own. Like, I do my own stuff.
Do you have a haircut? So this must not be hair. This not
Obviously,
haircut week. It's okay.
Damn, just
Next
coming up
week
my
is
neck.
haircut week. It's okay.
I got my appointment made.
I think you try to
If
train
you-
his waves or whatever.
I don't. Whether you have a female barber or male barber, don't look at me while I'm cutting your hair. Like while
Oh,
I'm
yeah, that's
shaping,
weird.
while I'm doing your face. Don't fucking look at me. Don't make eye contact.
I close my eyes.
Nah, I never
Don't-
had a female barber, but I damn sure not looking my nigga. Especially me doing the like my.
Oh yeah, my eyes are closed.
I
so-
told-
Don't stare into my eyes while I'm doing your beard.
I'm
Don't do
100%
that.
staring into your eyes if you cut my hair. I'm 100%.
I will put you on the
What you
creep
doing up there?
list. I have a creep. No, I don't have a creep list, but I will put your ass on. I will invent a creep list for your ass.
That's what I was going to ask you. I was like, I feel like do a lot of your clients be trying to like go at you just because?
No, I don't give that
I don't-
energy.
I don't know, but I feel like even if I feel like when you get your haircut, I used to close my eyes. So like, what you say?
For my gum, yeah.
Oh, so I feel like I used to close my. I know I close my eyes, but if I did have a woman barber, only time I make eye contact with a woman is if I'm trying to like go smack type stuff. So like,
You know that's what they's trying to get that eye
yeah,
contact.
They think they being nobody ever did this to it, right?
Right.
Fucking her head.
Oh, ain't nobody ever
Literally,
stared.
she got a whole creep list full of niggas. I got to cut between the hours of 12 and 4 because anything after that, I don't need to see him.
12 and 4.
Don't do that. And that's one thing. Don't look into your barber's eyes. Just don't do that. It's weird and it's uncomfortable. And another thing is if you like your haircut, if your barber just like every time like just gets it good, tip. Okay,
Right.
Tip, like, cause, and then especially like life happens. You might ask for a little preferential treatment every now and then. Hey, do you mind staying later this day? I'm going out of town. Something happened at work. I got to do such and such. If you don't tip, I don't have time to stay later. I'm sorry. I'm not staying later for someone who don't tip.
Well, you heard it here first.
I think we tip everywhere.
I tip anywhere.
I didn't know people didn't tip their barbers.
Yeah,
some people don't, or they'll be like extra $2, and they think like, yeah, I tip every time. I'm like, nah. I mean, it's a
how much we talking to me?
I tip $5.
At least.
I tip extra $5.
At least, but if you have one of those like disrespectful jobs that like have you like all over the place, some of the time tip $5 or whatever if that's what you're comfortable with. But if you got it, tip 10 sometimes, and then that barber's gonna make you feel like, okay, I'm gonna make sure you get out the way. I'm just telling you how we
But
think.
if my cut costs 10, I'm not going to double up in my cut.
I mean, every once in a while.
Do you value getting looked out for?
I'm just saying that's doubling up.
Well, he's his own barber. So.
You're your own barber.
You don't see no value in it.
Some people
I
see
do.
y'all have
Wait,
hair.
do.
You have a haircut.
So how much you want for a fade? You up there in the 70 price range?
No,
got the
I'm
clips.
very
You can get tired of the
reasonable.
way
No,
down.
I'm very reasonable. 25 for a fade, 35 if you're getting your face done too.
There you go.
Okay.
You do eyebrows too?
My barbers are men.
I mean, you can do the razor with the eyebrow with the razor.
No,
I
I don't have any
I think
Puerto
only
Rican.
Dominican niggas do
Dominican, Puerto Rican.
I know black people that do black men that do it too.
I don't have them.
The straight edge.
Even my gay clients are men. Okay, just because they don't be.
What's a man?
Exactly.
I've heard the man
They're not
before.
feminine.
They're not the feminine ones.
Get your eyebrows shaped up as feminine?
I mean, Dominicans do it. I ain't doing that shit.
Do you do that?
I get my eyebrows shaped. I don't get slashes in them.
What you getting the shit shaped up?
Yeah, why not?
Suspect.
You don't need that. You don't need that.
Need it, but because I did it before. I had it done.
By a Dominican?
No, by a black man.
Oh wow! Maybe that's the level of the game that I haven't gotten to yet.
He leaned you back, and he leaned you back.
Did he whisper in your
Just
ear?
like when you get under your neck, they lean you back. So what are you trying to do?
That boy got the fit.
All right, we can move on.
He's not going for this comeback. He ain't going for
I tried
it.
to spin it. That nigga was, where you at? Came over here.
He's
It's
not
okay. I'm
going for it.
sorry. That's something new. Maybe I need to go and do my Googles.
I think for the pretty much we.
That must not be a man.
It was only one time we went out and we tipped for Tom's birthday. When we went out, we go to St. Eve's and then I tipped the bartender. I mean, not the bartender, but we got the bottle and I ended up tipping like. We already bought a bottle. I tipped like $80.
Oh yeah, you're stupid.
That was the accident.
Any bill over
like,
200.
You're complaining about giving a barber an extra $5.
I didn't complain. No, I said I'm.
And it wasn't on purpose.
No, but the $80 wasn't over. I think I was drunk. That was your fault.
Can
It
I
was
give
your
you another
birthday.
one?
You take responsibility.
Can I give you another one?
What's up?
So another barber etiquette for clients. If you grow like a patchy kind of beard, like you grow more of a full like chin strap, but
mine?
you got
Nah,
if
nah.
you got 5 hairs up your cheek, don't tell a barber to keep the beard high because you don't grow it high, and I think that is unreasonable for us. You know what I mean?
What's your up? So you saying like say that again?
If you only grow about a couple of strands up your face, and it's like, yeah, keep the beard high. You know what I'm saying?
So,
I
like,
don't want
you-
you to cut
she's
the beard
specifically
down
talking
low.
to you.
I'm really not. No, I'm not.
Specific.
You
She
are
said
not alone
cut
in
that
this.
shit.
Nah, but look, this will be fucking me. Every time
You're
I
not
go-
alone in this.
Every time I go to my barber, I said my barber. Every time I go to my barber, he be like, yeah, you want to keep the beard? Nigga, you know there ain't no beard there.
But he
Sideburns,
knows
nigga.
that is
Say
only-
sideburns.
Cut that shit off.
That is only to stroke your ego. Let's
Cut
be
that
clear.
shit off.
Yeah,
Ain't no grown man need to be stroking nothing over here.
I feel like
Pause.
that's the one of the perks of being a female barber is because we cut our clients' hair the way we want to see a man look like. And we all our
What if
clients
that's
always,
not the way I want to look?
But the women,
My woman doesn't like the way you look at my hair.
But usually we're on point.
I mean,
but I know I am.
I guess I can see that though. In theory, it
Usually
makes
I'm
sense.
on point.
But what if I come home, right, to my woman that likes my hair a certain way that I told you to do, and I'd be like, my barber, she was like, this is how I
Your
look
barber
better
who?
like this.
She gonna say who? Your barber
She
was.
said I look better like this.
First of all, I think your girl gonna have a problem with you having a woman barber in the
Anyway,
first place.
anyway.
I think, especially if she insecure.
I just told you what they think. They think you shaking ass while you bobbering.
So that is a very interesting thing because I have a lot of male clients, a majority male. I do have a lot of females too, but I have a lot of male clients, and a lot of them bring their wives. And
They
I don't know if they
for a
bring.
reason.
She brings herself.
she got a
you get a haircut?
Oh, it's 2 weeks.
it's a haircut today, huh? Okay,
Yeah.
we on the way.
It could be a wet. Nah, girl. Today cut week. Gotta stay in the crib. You know.
Everybody trying to sneak out on me. I don't know what his appointment
Man,
is.
this nigga going to the barber by himself.
no, but when they're there, I go out of my way to make them feel included in conversation. You know, I let them know that we have complimentary drinks and snacks. Like I do, because I understand how it can be. Because, but at first, you know, when I was cutting hair, I was engaged, so that was less of a threat. Yeah. So, but now that I'm single, I definitely make sure I go out of my way. Like, hey, girl, like, how you doing? It's nice to meet you. All that good stuff. Because once you, it's weird. Like once you become my client, like you automatically ugly, unless or you're just not my type. Because I don't deal with my clients. Now I've dealt with certain people some people that I cut currently, but we didn't start off as a barber client relationship at all.
Though,
So you single? Your DMs open?
My
Right.
DMs. So a lot of people. So lucky for me, a lot of people don't know that I'm single because I was in a 6-year relationship.
Fellas, it's open.
So you got all women. You got all women.
She
listening,
looking.
but yeah.
A lot of people don't know, and I never advertised that. Hey, I'm single. But if you really wanted to like pay attention, you would know. But I have never advertised that I'm single.
Somebody's watching.
I'm just saying.
You don't get crazy DMs or nothing. Like,
Most
what's the
of the-
craziest DM you got?
A nigga talking to himself, like literally
So
responding
you're not
to
replying.
himself.
Okay.
So they're more so those DMs are in the request.
Yeah, what's your request looking like? The
requests are
probably
wild.
a scary place.
The requests are wild. There are a bunch of guys
Go
like
ahead,
saying
you
like,
can phone on right now.
You get dick pics in
no, that I don't get wild because I on social media I like present myself a certain way, just how I do in general. Like I'm not
We gonna
super
get the
like.
story out of her. Is that? Hey.
No. Like my whole image. You're not gonna see like a certain, vibe from me. I'm always like covered up for the most part. Like, yeah, you might see a little bit here and there, but it's very classy. So my DMs like reflect that they're not so wild. They're not really wild. But the wildest thing in my DMs is a lot of my guy, it's not a lot, but a very few of my guy friends that were my friends when I was in a relationship. Nothing but friends. They kind of like low key be saying stuff here and there. I just sidestep it.
No, I pay attention to your Instagram a little, like especially since you was about to come on and then you be in the gym and shit. I know niggas gotta hit the eyes, like you know what I mean, like niggas don't use the eyes.
Shit, you
They'll
might
be
have
like,
did.
I see.
If I would have seen this, niggas might would have hit the eyes. Type shit like,
Nope, they'll hit the strong arm Jones.
Niggas trying to spark a
how old are these
conversation.
niggas? This must be some old niggas. I don't know. They ain't using
Nah.
emojis right.
So how old are y'all?
I was 24.
Okay,
24.
24. Okay.
23.
Okay,
Young
and I'm
ass.
27. Okay. No, I'm not. I'm not
No, I was
saying that
talking
as a thing. But guys my age and a little older, guys younger than me really don't.
I'm about to
go
say,
at
so
me
what's
like
the
that.
difference between dating a younger
Thank you.
man and an older man?
Have you?
Can we just pause for a second?
Sure.
Because like y'all don't read the topic list, but I'm proud of y'all because y'all actually hitting the top. Because I was.
I just read it. I just read it.
I was like, oh, you read it?
I ain't read it, but I'm off the dome. We here.
We here with
You
you.
better than me. Can't be him. Jesus Christ.
We Kobe and Shaq on podcast, but we Kobe and Shaq when it matters.
I understand. Okay.
to back.
So
But go ahead.
you're saying so the oldest guy that I've ever dealt with, he was 37. Okay.
I
So they got me
you
by a
was like
decade.
50s.
No, hell no.
So was that like your sugar daddy?
no 37? No.
That's
I
not
mean, you
old.
can have sugar.
He more
No.
established. Like he's established. Like probably got the
He was
crib.
established, didn't have any children. I always get guys with no kids.
Oh,
I
he
have a
didn't have
daughter,
no
by the
children?
way. I always get guys with no kids.
Either he never had no good pussy before, or had never just.
No, he's responsible. Some men are responsible with their penis and their seed. Some men are responsible.
Well, I ain't got no kids.
I'm responsible. I'm responsible. Thank
right
you.
now.
That was the compliment I needed.
I'm not hit 37 to say that.
Okay.
I feel like I'm getting better with that. I'm
But
very more
there's
mature.
a slight difference.
Did he
though.
want kids though?
He wants kids, yeah.
So
but
you-
but he's responsible with his seed, and as men should be. They shouldn't just, busting out anything that they like at the moment. It should take some time.
I feel you, but when his kid turned 18,
He gonna be 67.
I'm not.
he gonna be a
okay.
grandpa.
He's gonna be at the middle school. Like, that's your grandfather.
He gonna be
Well-
running all over that nigga.
Well, he had a shot with a young tender, and he
Is that-
didn't.
is-
he
are
Are
you
blew
you
it.
the young tender? Are you the young tender?
And
Who blew it? He blew it. Like, how did that end?
I feel like it ended because he blew it, but I just wasn't going to tolerate certain things, so I could have let it keep going.
Games?
Oh, at 30.
That's-
oh yes.
Oh my god!
Niggas is still on games at 37. Let's be clear.
Damn,
It
the
depends
games is
on
gonna be out of my system by then.
Listen, no, it depends on the lifestyle. Okay, it depends on their lifestyle. His lifestyle is like in entertainment and
He a promoter? What?
no,
30
he's
I ain't
not
never
a
seen a-
promoter.
I'm
So what- what's the-
37-year-old
oh.
promoter?
I ain't gonna say what he do.
He a porn star.
But
That
he's
nigga-
but y'all.
That nigga a stripper.
No,
That nigga a male
no,
stripper.
never mind. No, he's not no stripper. No, he's in
It's the only
entertainment.
type of so many entertainments we can go down.
And,
He ain't gonna watch this podcast. So, but go
I
ahead.
know, but still, people that know me will.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so-
That ain't no. That ain't no.
Well, they already know who they talk about
No, but
anyway.
he cool though. It just didn't work out. But yeah, he was 37. I would say the biggest difference between younger guys and older guys is older guys know a lot of nice spots that's outside of the box. They groom themselves differently. Like young guys, y'all be like, get manicure, pedicure. Like older guys, they like shit. I'm like, I'm about to do this every month or two. I'm not talking about metrosexual.
I just got a question, but go ahead, continue.
No, okay, so manicures, buffing, not polished, pedicure,
Right,
whatever. I'm not talking about feminine stuff.
No, we
here.
But I'm just saying,
we here.
facial, not good facials every once in a while. Not as much as I do, but a reasonable amount of time. So that's mostly the difference. And then the conversation, they know a little bit more than we do.
Right.
They just know a little. They could teach you
knowledge.
something. They got those years.
We don't got that knowledge
But
yet.
then-
There's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah.
Keep living.
But no, younger guys are fine. It's just that's mostly the difference. But there are always exceptions because I also have dated guys. I've dated a few guys since December when my breakup, and yeah, there were some guys that are my age that get those things done and stuff like that. But a lot of them, they're like opposed to it, and so they might get a little older,
They're just insecure about the masculinity.
or they just don't know. They don't have OGs. A lot of people don't have OGs, and they need OGs.
I mean, I
Totally
don't,
get it.
yeah, that's true. But so, what's the oldest you dealt with, Tom?
You mean age different wise? Cause
Just age period, like the oldest woman you dealt with.
18,
Quarter?
quarter when I was 18 when I was 25.
Yeah, we went to
18, we were 25.
I'm
Wait,
25. She was 25. I was 18.
Wow.
Hey man, I like quarter.
You know what?
I like
what that
quarter.
was?
What?
I ain't gonna say. Go ahead.
Go ahead, say it.
I-
You was a
I-
cub. He was a cub.
Hey, see, I would never, at 27, I would never date an 18, 19 or 20 year old. So that's just different. But she was using you for your youth. I'm gonna just say that.
That's my nigga. That's my boy. That's my boy.
So we wanted
I wouldn't go that young. I would not go that young.
But I mean, I feel you. But unfortunately, they know the truth to that.
Yeah.
Nah, it really
She
was. It
was-
was like it was more than that. Cause like,
Oh, she was wild and she had mental illness.
No.
She
She
got
was
mental
just,
illness.
she just wanted. She wanted, or she probably still does. She wanted more. Like
Was
a
she?
relationship.
Did you meet her in the church? I don't understand. Like, where did you meet her
I
at?
was
That
at
she
work.
would want you.
My man got
at
mind
work.
control.
Okay, so
You got-
then
tell me you got
there
mind
was-
control.
Okay, cool. Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
nah, she was cool though, man. Went to the 30th and shit. Like,
Yeah, he went to the birthday. Yeah,
we went to the 30th. That was my first 30th. That shit. I was like, damn.
Met the
we
parents.
in the 30. Met the parents. The
So
friend was
you
like
you
30.
dated her for 5 years,
Oh no, we didn't date.
Date? Oh wait.
but y'all were affiliated.
Call it what you want.
It was an
For 5
on-off
years?
situation. Shit.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Man, I don't even.
I don't have no
Could it be
old
me?
I don't have no old heads.
Yeah, no.
I don't have no heads.
I look at it like my brother's 18 and he's a fucking idiot. I love him. That's my baby, but he's a fucking idiot.
You know, it was 35.
Somebody out here likes your little baby brother.
Somebody
Somebody out here.
If he approaches himself a certain
Hey,
way,
carry
or
yourself a certain
he doesn't
way.
he doesn't talk himself out the pussy.
That's
that's
the key, right? That's the key, right
there.
That's
If you
the
talk
key
yourself out the pussy,
right
like
there.
that'd be the worst shit.
I'm like, how old are you?
See,
Now I go to the barber myself, and it's always like the older joint.
why you sweating, bro?
bro? Because I'm hot. I don't need to be sweating.
No, it's
And
110 degrees outside.
God
It's
damn,
like
turn the
it's
air on.
hotter than
And
Africa.
I turned it
outside.
down up with whatever one you wanted. I did it.
But yeah, so I go to the bar and I always end up talking to like an older woman, and she was like, "Well, how old are you?" Give her right. My son your age. All right, what does that mean? So like, we can play 2K together. Like, fuck.
Wow.
Like, let's move over it. So the oldest I dealt with was 35. So like, it was weird because her kids was like in high school, damn near type shit. And it was like, damn, your kids in high school.
Have you interacted with them?
Nah.
Okay, gotcha.
Nah.
She was using you for your youth. After
I'm cool with
let me,
that.
Can I say something to the fellas? For the
Kinda
y'all don't have a lot of female viewers, right?
I do.
Okay, for the
like
ones you
more
do,
women, though.
take care of yourself. Eat your vitamins, eat your vegetables, work out, because fruit, vegetables, all that stuff. Because let me tell you, ED is real. And it starts young nowadays. It's starting younger and younger with all the soy and the foods and all that stuff. And let me tell you right now, women is going back to the younger for the youth. I'm just saying. Take care of yourself.
We're on top of that. I feel like as a unit together, we're
Yeah.
like, yo, especially I think in college, like, yo, when the last time you drunk some water?
Yeah, we love water. We don't.
Yeah.
Drink, I don't drink so unless it's mixed with Henny.
We like, when the last time you guys drunk so, especially
We got one person.
We
We
had
got
one
friends.
friend in our group.
Nigga
like,
drank ginger ale for breakfast.
ginger. Like, he would drink so. We like, bro, you need fucking water, bro. Like, we drink too much in college for you not to be drinking
I had a
water.
situation that I did not that I stopped talking to a guy for, and he was young. He
stopped?
was, huh?
What you mean? What's the situation?
ED.
He was young and he was
Wow.
He was 27 or 28. 28.
ED is erectile dysfunction
Yeah,
for anybody
go
who
to the gym,
needed
get
some,
your
some
hormones
clarification.
But I'm not
don't know,
don't
bro.
like
Did he
like
smoke?
eat. No, he didn't even smoke.
He did drugs.
He didn't do drugs. No,
Like,
he
But it
was
might be
like-
hereditary or something.
I don't know.
I
shoot him
don't think he
down.
ate- I don't think that he ate right and exercised.
I don't think that's
regularly.
what causes
Okay.
erectile dysfunction.
Well, one-
Well, I'm just saying health in general.
Was like? Did this happen
I-
like multiple times? It happened like the first time because the first time he could have been extra nervous.
Nervous.
Like you could be
Oh,
so
well.
nervous.
Anxiety.
And you had a young joint. You finally about to
Yeah, get an old.
you
like,
finally about to,
You like, God damn.
and then boop boop boop.
Want some juice?
Let me. I didn't want to risk it, so I have
both-
this rule right within myself.
Oh shit!
And-
One time you out?
No, I don't double clutch. All right.
Hold up. Explain?
Damn, there's so many expectations.
So I don't double clutching is like having sex with multiple guys within a short period of time.
Oh,
I thought
You know-
doubling back.
right, going back to the dick. Oh my god!
I was like,
Damn,
I got one shot.
that's a loud
I need a bottle of Douce.
I know why you got ED.
I need a Douce, Perk. I need to give me an E.
I don't need it. I need it all.
Oh my
I need you to
god!
know this is home.
One shot.
So
you
much.
Got, you got to pull out all the stops that
Every
one
single
night.
stop you got. All your
So
tricks.
this was so me being like single only for 7 months. Some of the good people that I've dealt with that were old bodies, some of them I hit up. You know what I'm saying, right? To not get no new body. This is what's up, like what's good.
I do that.
So so let me explain double clutching. So I say this. I tell this to women, and some women judge me for it and say that I'm like judging them or whatever. I think you should at least give yourself a cycle, like a menstrual cycle between like partners, and even
Between bodies.
between
right?
bodies,
Alright.
because you should not have sex with more than one person between a cycle. I think that's mentally irresponsible.
guess what?
That's physically irresponsible.
We can see. We definitely see. No, this is no shade. You didn't go to college because these girls was wild in college.
Well, I
They
did
was
not
throwing
go to
their
college.
They was throwing their pH balances
Left and
all
right.
day.
All over the
so-
spectrum.
So at least, and you really want to do longer than that because your body is precious. You know what I'm saying? That's you. When you give up the pussy, you give up some power. So you want to be very selective in who you do that with. I'm not saying that you should be a virgin before you get married. No, I'm not saying that. But just be responsible with it because it's valuable. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So,
Right.
but at least if you just being extra, the guy didn't work out. At least one cycle, because guess what? If you end up getting pregnant or and I'm still assuming that people are using protection, or if you catch something, you don't have to think about multiple niggas and where it came from. That's
right.
the biggest thing. On top of emotionally, we really are not wired to like deal with all those different sexual.
I got a
emotions.
quick question.
Go ahead.
Just off topic, off road, real quick. So let's say you meet a nigga, blah blah blah. Actually, this is the backup question too. If he says, "Would you like to go out?" And we go Dutch, would you agree to that?
No, absolutely not.
No.
She don't fuck with none of that.
No.
Why not?
This she don't. Hey.
Because
No.
if a man is taking me out, especially for the first day, first of all, I'm on either you got it or I got it. If you're asking me out, you should assume to have it. For me, I don't know.
My rule of
But-
thumb.
What if you like to eat?
My rule of thumb is, if the date was trash and I don't see us going back out again, we splitting that check.
AKA me, he gotta get the pussy.
He don't want it anyway, though.
AKA, if, like,
Look.
if the date was bad, it's like, nah, it's not even that. Well, if the date was bad, or she was like being rude, if she's on her phone like more than 3 times,
You should
on
not
the
take
date-
her out.
No, that's what. But if I'm out with her, if I'm on the date and she's been on her phone like more than 3 times, and like she not interacting with conversation, I gotta pull conversation out of her. I'm like, nah.
That's the worst.
No,
I'm like,
that
nah.
was your fault because you didn't screen that situation properly. 'Cause
okay.
you
so
didn't screen it.
but
Where
I'm not about to take the L. My pocket's not about to take the L.
No,
so-
you have to take the L. As a man, you offered to take her out. She should not expect to come out of her pocket. Now, if she's a bad date, that's on her. You should never take her out, but you have to take that L as a man. That's just what it is.
So we
I ain't taking no L as a
it's like
human.
so.
Because you should done enough screening to make sure she is into you enough so she won't be on her phone like that.
But you gotta understand. Well, I know in my experience, it's like going. I feel like social media kind of like fucked up the dating game in a sense of way because people can easily talk over social media and stuff like that, and then text messages could be fine. So like we could text conversation could be great, but then in person people don't
Personality traits.
Yeah, it's like it's like damn, is it the same person I've been texting like laughing? You know what I'm saying? So it's like damn, in person it's like it's not the same person.
Then maybe
So,
you
like-
should call her sometimes and then see if the
I-
vibe is right.
But see that
Damn it.
even there,
God
but
damn it.
It's the age.
even
She gotta answer for everything.
No,
FaceTime could be lit.
Toxic.
FaceTime could be lit, and then like even in person, like that
He's a
person.
FaceTime
Then
nigga.
that's
Oh,
a,
he
that,
is a
but that's
FaceTime
still
nigga.
an L that you have to take because guess what? You
Why do I have to
you
take
are
an L?
a
Why
man.
can't-
Men
But
are providers.
But why men gotta
You
take
just
an L?
wanna
So wait, if we
Unless
doing
you're
that-
dating a feminist. If you're dating a feminist, make that bitch pay half.
Yeah, fuck them.
I ain't no feminist though. So
Alright,
you
we
gonna
can
have
agree-
to
we can
provide.
agree on that.
Yeah.
Well, she's not a
Nigga,
feminist.
yeah.
I ain't gonna bring it up.
my
I'm not
God.
gonna go in my bag.
Make that bitch pay half. If she calls herself a
Even a
feminist,
bitch.
make
We
that
got a
bitch
bitch
pay
and it
half.
wasn't even us.
I'm just saying.
But okay, well that
That's the first bitch of the
now
show.
that disgrades
I'm just
everything.
saying.
That is the first
That's the
bitch.
first bitch of the show that wasn't us.
Glad that's off the roof now. Start letting them fly.
Now you're really.
Start letting them fly now.
I know something I wanted to talk about. This is an old topic that we had. We've talked about this on the podcast, off the podcast,
Jesus
arguments. As a black woman, you have a daughter, right?
Yes.
So
Yes, she's straight. 3 years old.
3 years old. Okay.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm about to ask?
I don't
think
know.
I
I
do.
hope I don't. I hope I don't.
So who do you feel is the best person to raise a black daughter?
Oh my god.
Her black mother and father. Period.
Period.
I mean, ideally the village, but no, the mother or father, no one is dominant over the other.
But you because he there's an
My-
add on.
Yes,
here.
yes, yes, yes,
My
yes.
view is
Yes,
that
yes,
the best
yes.
person to raise a black daughter is a black mom.
No.
So like let's
That's
say
my view.
let's say
No.
you have
I
a
feel like
let's
that's
say
the best person.
let's say
Nope.
you're a black woman, so this doesn't really work. Let's say I have a baby with a black woman, right? I mean white woman, right?
White woman,
Okay.
right.
And I'm saying like she's black. My daughter's a black woman or going to be one.
Has the black
Yeah.
features. all
So
that.
would it be, I guess, in her best interest, our daughter's best interest, for this white woman to raise her how to be a black woman?
Before you
or
answer,
be a woman.
before you answer,
as you can see, everybody trying to get this.
Okay.
This is a real.
Give me a chance. Give me
before
a
you
chance to
answer.
acknowledge all though.
aside from the part of being black where we are, oppressed and stereotyped and racism and stuff like that. Aside from that, what else can a black parent teach a white? I mean, what else can a black parent teach a black child that another race parent can't teach that child? Aside from being
Okay.
like,
You kind of
Can
let
I
her
do
down.
one? Let me do one. Let me do one. Let me do all three. Okay.
All right.
So
'Cause
first,
this is an argument. This is really like.
So first, a mother cannot teach a daughter or a child better than the father and vice versa. Both are equally because I believe in nature.
Thank you.
I believe in nature very like deeply, and because it takes both to make them, I believe it takes both to raise them properly. Okay.
again,
Now you can a single mother or single father, they can do the best that they can do, but that child is still going to grow up with something missing, something that mentally they have to work on for the rest of their life. Period.
Right.
I was raised
Right.
by a single mother. There are things that I have to work on for the rest of my life from not having. I had a father figure, my great grandfather, but I didn't have a father like my father passed away. So.
Yep.
There are things that I will have to work out for the rest of my life because of it. So I'm a good person, yes, but there's a deficiency there that I have to be aware of. So it takes both. Now, ideally, I would have the village. You would have the village raise them: the mother, father, the grandparents, the aunties, the lady at the school, the lady at the daycare, all of those things,
Right,
because
right.
those help.
So that's
the
what I'm
child.
saying. And you see me how you're black, so that means those black women will also help treat that or teach that
Because-
black woman
because
how to be a black woman.
Yes, but only one side. The mother is going to be the nurturer, and I'm speaking generally here.
Right, we was
The
too.
mother is going to be the nurturer by nature, and the father is going to teach her the hard truths that it takes to be a person just coming up in general.
Yep.
Like mothers, that's why a lot of times when a person is raised by only the mother, they get more of that nurturing side and not of that hard truth, like that hard game. Like, hey, if a dude say this, he's just going to want to fuck. A mother's going to be like, you have to have a guy who's nice and who talks to you sweet. And who
does
this,
that mother
that's not
have to be the same race
realistic.
as you?
To teach
Well-
you that lesson.
No. Okay. So hold on. Wait. So I addressed that. And so your question was
Damn, I forgot. There's a damn. I
did you
forgot.
say if you had okay, you said if there was a white mother, or was that you?
I was saying that. Well, you could think about it for a
Okay.
second. I was saying that does it
Can another black
another
another race parent raise a black child?
Another race can help. Now, if it's one of them, I do have a problem where if say two white parents adopt a black kid, it's kind of hard to do
Yeah.
that. I do think that there's going to be a deficiency there, and they should have other black people. Like if they want to do that or they adopt and all, take a kid out of the foster system for sure, but. Get some black people that around you that knows how to do their hair, how to teach them to be black in this country and stuff like that. How to not be a coon and all of those good
I
things.
100% agree
So
with that.
yeah, I mean you it can be done, but you have to outsource some of those things that you don't know about.
So the conversation we had before was just basically saying that they were saying that you can't do
It was
it.
they. It was they.
It was just me. It was just
It was Kayla saying.
teach you how to be black.
I mean,
and she can teach you
ideally,
how to be
I
a
don't
woman.
want no
Right,
kids.
and then
y'all
I
was
was
on the
saying
same
you can
side.
teach her. It's stuff from other people's culture that you would learn from another parent that you won't learn. So it's like we really have an argument where we haven't defined what the metrics of the argument are.
My whole thing is I feel like the perfect woman to be like I want my wife to be black because if I have a black daughter, I feel like the perfect person to teach a black girl how to be a black woman in America and how to go about navigating the world is a black woman.
But
I mean,
aside from
that's-
being black, like another woman can teach her how
But
to be a woman.
yeah,
Another woman can teach you how to be a woman, but not necessarily the best way to be a black woman.
And that's why
That's
she
what
will
the
have a
father-
grandmother.
so you're the father.
And she'll have a
So
grandmother.
you're
I
father.
gotta outsource my duties as a
Father.
parent between
Father.
us two.
Because you have to.
I mean, sometimes you do, but that's why I just feel like the best person, if I want it in my house all the time, is a black woman.
But you got a black father. So you got black father, white woman, black father, white woman raising a
black father, white woman.
raising a black child. They adopted.
Wait.
The father's going to teach
That-
him how to be black. The mother's going to teach you how to be a woman. You still get the same thing, same result either way.
But see, that white mother cannot teach her how to do her hair. She's gonna have to outsource that. Like, hey,
Oh, yeah, that's
so-and-so,
true.
so-and-so,
Now
can
we
you teach
got,
her
but
how
now
to
we have YouTube.
do
But
her
she
hair.
she get no, but
No.
you
YouTube can
it's
show
not-
you how to
but
do
it-
hair.
But it's not
No.
even. But it's. I feel like it's bigger than that because if she could go out and experience something in the world and then come back and talk to her, naturally, I feel like girls are gonna go back and talk about things that they experienced with their mom.
Yeah.
The mom, she might experience some shit that the white mom never experienced before.
Right.
Like,
She got the
how,
dad for it.
how do you explain that to your daughter? But your daughter might not come to you like she'll go to her mother. I want my daughter to be able to go to her black mother and be
But
able
it's
to
black
get that
daughters who
advice.
still don't go to their parents today, regardless.
I mean, that's true. I'm not saying it's the perfect way, but I just feel like the best way to me.
I'll give you an
Easy.
example. I'll give
Easy
you
way
as
out.
a parent.
like the
Are y'all?
best
Do y'all have kids?
No.
Nah.
Okay.
No,
so
ma'am.
I'll tell you, as a
They
parent,
don't lie.
as a parent,
Sure.
come on. As a parent, you want the best.
I didn't pay for them.
You want the best for your child, regardless. If it's something
We are
that you don't
pro-life.
know that you have to outsource,
No,
you
it's
outsource. it.
pro-choice.
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 No, it's okay. It's okay.
Pro-choice podcast.
No,
Yeah.
but if you're a parent, you want the best for your child, even if you have to outsource that information. Just like if you want your child to learn piano and you don't know piano, you're going to give them to a piano instructor. Or if you have a child who, like, let's just say you had a child who was gay. You're not gay, you're going to want them to talk to their gay uncle or gay cousin or whatever, because you don't know that. So it's not necessarily.
Well, my child's
like you
gay.
have to
I'm outsourcing, period.
Wait,
You have to outsource certain things.
I don't. But,
I'm outsourcing him, period. He's going to live with that uncle.
wow.
Yo, he gone. Disowned.
I live-
I you know what's crazy? You know when we was growing up, they was like, "Would you rather your daughter be a hoe or your son be gay?"
I'd rather my son.
I'd rather my son be gay. I'd rather
my daughter be a hoe.
I'd rather my son be gay
Daughter be a hoe.
because one,
Daughter
like,
hoe. For sure.
She gonna outgrow the hoe. It's gay. It's like that's.
are you sure?
It's there.
There's
Yes.
hoe, there's 40-year-old hoes and
Actually, I don't know.
there's senior living hoes.
I don't
out there.
know.
Nah, I don't know.
Somebody grandmother out
Nah.
here taking the teeth
Hey,
out.
so much
She
like
can-
grandmama.
She can have
How you
six.
know?
She can have 6 kids by
I
6
wish.
different baby fathers.
I wish.
You
If
got
you
6 different
70, if
kids.
you got a 70-year-old,
I don't know.
6
man.
kids, 6 baby fathers.
Listen, if my son's gay, we going to gay pride, and you better we taking the whole family. It's like a basketball game.
Guess
you
what?
better show out. You
Don't-
better be like,
don't
that's
call-
my son.
You better
Don't
be
call-
the gayest thing in that damn parade.
Hell yeah. Look at my son. He's proud as hell. I'm proud with him. Fuck you talking about? Fuck
Sucking dick.
it. That's what he wants to do. That's what he wants to do. That's him.
Hey, leave Uncle Kel and
That's what he
everybody
wants to
this.
do.
Uncle Kel gonna be home.
My thing is like, one, people can't like being a, like I feel like being a hoe is an option. Like you choose to be a hoe. Like I want to fuck this. I want to fuck this girl.
I
wanna fuck this
think
nigga.
it stems from a little bit
You
more
can't.
than that, but
I feel like being gay, like it has to do with something. Like I personally don't think. I don't think people are born with being gay. I feel like this is part of their experience, their life experiences, how they perceive certain things that happen in their life. So that's something they are. Like that's something I can't change or not. I can change my daughter being a hoe, but she doesn't want to change. I can accept my son being gay 100% because who am I to tell him he can't be who he is?
I'm gonna whoop my daughter's ass if she's
Exactly.
out here hoeing.
How you gonna whip your dad?
That
How
ain't
you gonna
gonna
whip your
help
son?
it. That
How,
help the hoe.
It won't. It make me feel bad.
how you gonna
It
whip
make
your
me
son
feel
for being
bad.
gay?
So would y'all date a girl who y'all seen go through the whole phase?
I mean, everybody's wife has went.
have
through
you
the whole
seen?
phase.
She said, "Have you seen
Have
it?"
you?
though?
Oh, you seen it go through the whole phase?
Like you knew her from college, you knew she had the little
Damn,
phase.
she asked a question. Who podcast is this?
So wait, after you answer that question, I want to ask the question: would you rather want your daughter to be a hoe or your son to be gay? After you answer her question.
All right, shit. If you
If I
seen
had
it,
to pick,
if hold up, I'm answering. You said
And let's just clarify that neither one of these two things are wrong. They're neither one or
They
evil.
you just say you gonna outsource your son.
Well,
so,
I'm just clarifying.
so obviously
being gay
you
is not wrong. Being a hoe is not wrong. It's who you are. But
So you-
if you had to pick the
said-
lesser two evils,
and what you say? You said if would you be with a girl who you
who
saw
you
go
saw
through
go through
her
the whole
whole phase?
phase, like yeah, you've known her through that.
How much money she
still
making?
evil though.
How much money she
Wow,
making?
you are true to the
How-
core DMV nigga.
How much money she making? And she got that. Hey, shit,
How old is she? Is she over?
Yeah.
She
Now,
a
how old are
cougar?
we?
She a
Your
cougar?
age.
Shit.
Nah, hell
She-
no.
she a cougar.
She not far removed from her years. She need to be like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, it gotta be like
For,
4
nah.
or 5 years
Young,
removed.
yeah.
I want a
4 or
cougar.
5 years removed from the hoe.
So
You
if
want a cougar?
If you got any friends
We
that's
like
older
cougars.
than you,
We like cougars.
Do y'all don't make it? Do y'all make money?
She ain't seen the whips outside.
How much money y'all make? Because I might know some people.
Understand that I'm bush. I'm 100%. I'm a sucker. I'm 100% bullshit when I say about like the split the check shit.
Whips
I done got-
outside don't mean shit, but okay, go ahead. Because a true cougar could see through that, but go ahead.
Wait, what?
I don't know. She
Wait,
just got
True
some hot
cougar,
shit.
a true cougar sees beyond the cars, but go ahead.
That was just a reflection of the money. Cause the question.
Come Monday, she can see through the cars. She can.
You getting the tens, ain't you?
She can see
No,
through
I
the
already got the
seats.
tits. I already got the tits. She gonna see something else. Come Monday. Come tomorrow.
You ain't talking in the mic. he just
Come tomorrow.
Cause he pulled up. Nah, cause you ain't see him pull up. He pulled up in the other joint. So I'm like,
Which
Huh.
one?
The Subaru.
Yeah,
Oh, the
I'm like,
Subaru.
I'm like, what a,
Subaru.
I'm like, what a BM.
Subaru.
Subaru.
I thought only white people drive Subarus.
Well, it's a
Well,
family efficient car
well,
that can withstand any type of
Listen, when I was out house hunting, right, and I saw anytime I saw. First of all, I always associate Subaru with white for some reason. I always see white people driving them, and so when I'm house hunting, I'm like,
Am I
all right,
that
is this a
pink
black neighborhood? Because
So you see
I
a Subaru,
saw-
you get safe. You just feel comfortable.
Right.
no. Oh no, I feel
Comfortable with me.
comfortable around my own people. But if I see too many Subarus, it was a no.
But
Oh,
nah,
okay.
but then again, cougars really don't. They don't even really be caring about
Yeah.
the money and
That's
shit.
true.
They just be on some shit like,
Can you fuck? You
They
got
use it for
stamina.
your youth.
Are you
yeah,
funny?
nah.
But
real
but some
shit.
cougars looking for actually
want
want
more?
somebody to be with.
She need more. Get that design.
Hannah does that.
Like,
Some cougars actually look for relationships.
It's
Though.
switching, so
Yeah.
you know.
They do.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's
Yeah,
fine.
alright.
But fuck all that. Do you know some people?
We'll talk about that after the show.
Oh, bet. We
Post
can-
podcast talk.
We like that content.
This is the content I signed up for.
They really
Talk
don't be
about-
caring. They just be on, yo, out of college.
The
Y'all know where I was.
The
at.
cougars
love
I know
older
like little things. They like bags. They like trips.
I need someone to go on a trip with.
We have been talking about going on the trip. We
Exactly.
need everybody. To
A
have
cabin
somebody.
trip, a skiing trip.
But you're
Nah, we
willing to
talking
pay
about
for both,
all-inclusive
right? You're
resort
willing to
trips.
pay for both.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Okay,
it's
I'm
crazy
just
because
saying.
one of like.
Thank you.
So
You see, look. You see, I learned
yeah,
to hold it.
don't get your body. Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah,
so much.
you know,
Thank
I
you.
learned that.
You
So-
classy.
I'm a bad bitch.
So
Yeah, I
so
mean-
one
Why do you
one
always
of
have
the
to go there?
one of the people
Why
I was
every
talking to in my
time?
past, like
Always
it was
have
her
to go
birthday,
there.
right? And we had established that she wanted to go. So she wanted to go to Miami or she wanted to go to Puerto Rico for her birthday. And so I was like, okay. Well, and we just really like 3 weeks in talking or like a month. So I was like, all right, I'll pay for the hotel. If you just and the tickets were like $200. I was like, if you pay your plane ticket there, that's $200. I pay for it, and
That's
I'm pretty
fair.
sure I'm paying for everything else after that.
No,
like
that's
when we
fair.
get there, she was like, no. She was like, I feel like you should. She was like, I feel like we should establish this before. I was like, I told you this. So my thing is, if a man asks you just to pay for your plane ticket there and everything, I'm assuming there's no
So
niggas.
just pay for one thing,
Exactly.
so I can feel comfortable
That's
with
no,
you being
that's not
here.
even
And I'm
that,
not being
because
used.
look,
Right.
cause like I mean, even when if like you dealing with a shorty for a minute and like y'all going out, you used to paying for shit. Even if she do the fake reach, I'm like, oh,
I don't even know if the pussy
I'm
was
like, you ain't
good
gotta
though.
pay. I'm like, oh, this pussy, I'm gonna eat the fuck out of that shit. You just offered to pay.
See,
I'm like,
nah, somebody did that to me recently. I was like, she told me she watched the podcast.
Oh, she heard?
You watched the podcast.
I
and
like
you-
the fake reach. We like.
I was like,
fake reach.
I'm
Do
not
y'all
that nigga.
like do y'all like when the person y'all dating listen to the podcast? Because I hate that shit.
I hate it.
Nah,
I don't want it.
Okay, I hate that shit.
I tell you, all podcast talk. We'll talk about
Okay,
that.
I fucking hate that shit. Don't tell me you
Don't
listen.
get text.
So I think that's reasonable, to be honest, especially because you guys have only been talking for like less than a month. I think that's reasonable because she buys the plane ticket. It shows that she's invested and she's not
she's
going to
not
stand
broke
you
bitch.
up.
Exactly.
Not even that,
I'm
but
not-
she's
she's
not
not
going
a
to
broke bitch.
stand
She's
you
not a broke
up.
bitch. She's definitely
Because
not
if
a
she
broke bitch.
pays
She's not a
zero
bitch.
and she's not that invested, she might just be like, well, I don't feel like going.
Exactly.
So
And
I
don't really like
understand
him
that.
enough to
Oh,
pay
that's
for my
real.
own plane ticket.
Now, if it's been a couple months, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she shows that she's into you and she's giving you all of the signs of cooperation, then it's okay to pay for it, you know. But I do think women should pay for some stuff, you know what I'm saying? But not in the beginning. In the beginning, you gotta show.
Especially if I really like the girl, I'm cool with paying for everything. But once we've been on a few days and she offered to pay for it, that nigga, they be like, oh shit, I
Yeah.
can't wait to get you
So,
on.
so me personally, I'm such a giver, and I know that. And so in the beginning, I always look for the guy to be a provider or a giver, because then it shows that my giving is not going to be in vain, because I've dealt with a person who was selfish. So I don't want to deal with that. So if you show that you're a giver, you pay for stuff, you whatever. Like if I'm at the store and I see something that you might like, I'm gonna grab it. Like I don't care how much it costs. I don't care what it is. Like I'm gonna go ahead and get it for you because that's something that you said that you wanted, or something that you know, something thoughtful that you might have implied.
Fellas,
So
yeah.
I know
DMs
that
open again. Sidebar.
if you
DMs
don't
open.
don't do that.
paying
Actually,
shit.
you know, I'm
You
actually
big
dating.
Chanel.
I'm dating someone that I like.
You are.
Right now.
Hey, look, you can see her face. Hey, she got
DMs are on standby.
You are
I
on.
am. I'm not. Listen. I'm single, but I'm dating someone that I like. I'm. You know.
Well, you just got out of a long ting, so you probably not looking to hop
I just
right
thought
back
about
into
something.
No.
the
I'm not looking. I'm not
I feel
looking
like
to get
I feel
back.
like you owe us. Like you should pay me and Jay a little better money, because every time you first meet a joint, you bring them out to the sections. We
Whoa.
didn't pay for the section.
That's true. That's
First of all,
true.
first-
That's true.
So either
first
you
one,
owe me, you need
first
to
one.
hit me with some friends,
One.
or you need to send me some money.
I do
One.
need some repercussions.
I need something.
I've never. There's
What
only
is it?
been
Reparations. I need
There's only
reparations.
been like 3 times I sent. Most of the times we was going out to a bar, we was going to shenanigans that y'all met. That I brought someone for the first time. Some cheap. I've never brought someone to a section that y'all met or that I've met for the first time.
Yes, you have.
My birthday.
Only birthday.
Only 3 times. I said only 3 times.
We take
Only 3 times.
This is his birthday. We told this story 10 times, but
You gonna
long
get same
story
story,
short-
same reaction, same laugh.
long story short, on his birthday,
That's
we
like-
went to where we go?
No.
Saks.
Sacks.
We went to Saks Wednesdays, and then you know what Saks is, right?
Yeah, I've seen it. I've never been there though.
Okay,
but
so
yeah.
like you need to have some pretty girls in
You
your
need to
section.
go.
You,
Oh well, are you?
I should go.
on
we
Wednesdays?
need to have a lit. No disclaimers and conscious ignorance go out.
we should.
We
We
should.
know for real. We'll put that together after.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. But
with the
so,
Cougars.
Yeah, bring the Cougars.
First of all, what do y'all
Cougars.
classify as cougars? What age does cougar
I want to say
start?
27 and up.
We young.
What? You think a cougar is 27 years
We
old?
young.
No, I
Jesus
said
Christ.
27 and up.
So you think a cougar is 27?
I'm cougar age.
Not at
Oh
all.
my god.
I want to say
I'm 27.
I was being nice because you might have some friends. You might not have any other friends.
we try to get what we can get. Get all we can get out
Oh
of this
my
game.
God.
We gonna squeeze you dry. I'm playing safe.
Oh my god.
27
We
or
don't know
not?
that age.
I'm not there. I'm 27.
I think cougars like
definitely
30.
not.
I think
Yeah,
cougars
you
like
definitely-
35 and up.
Cause
Yeah.
nah, that's a great thing. When they was
I
like, yo,
was 35.
No, actually, cougar is. I think cougar determines by how old the gap is, not how old you are.
really?
The age gap.
Cause you know I had the video.
You're nasty. First of all, you're nasty.
man.
That coochie is wide as all outdoors.
I don't think you're. I don't even think you're old. I feel like once I feel like between
Talking to
like,
Mike,
I'm
bro.
only 3 years
yeah,
old.
that's what I'm saying. I feel like between 21 and like 35, there's no really like. It's just.
It's just
older.
It's just yeah, you're older than me.
Yeah.
But after 35, that's really when it's
cougar
like
is 35 and up.
yeah.
All right.
But if you're like, I think if you're 21 and she's
But you got,
31,
I'm sure you got 35-year-old friends. She's 27. I'm sure.
I do.
Yeah, 'cause we got 27,
Oh.
20. You know, I mean, we got
but if I think if you're 21 and she's
We might
31,
have, we might
she's
have
still
to
technically
release a
cougar.
behind the
Diet.
scenes.
You know,
talk,
I
'cause
mostly get
that-
along. I mostly get along with women who are older and men. Women my age, I don't know what it is. We don't always vibe. You say, and then also I'm used to being in barbershops, so my sense of humor is a little different. Men,
you got that
yeah,
toxic skin, but like us.
yeah,
You got that, yeah.
yeah, and
She
I
said,
can't
yeah.
be fake friendly. No, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like,
What?
you
ask her.
know,
I know what you about to. We about to see who we here.
there are always
Ask her how
exceptions
much.
though.
Ask her
but
how much pussy costs.
How much does pussy cost?
pussy is very expensive.
Nope. No, it ain't. You ain't one of us. You ain't one of us.
Should be expensive, and it's definitely
Dick
worth
should be
more than
expensive.
dick. No, pussy is worth more than dick. I've said that before. No, pussy is worth more.
No way.
No,
No way.
Not at all.
pussy is
How
worth
can
more
pussy be
than
more
dick.
expensive when the dick carries the money?
I don't know. It just happens that way. So the dick gotta pay for the pussy, I guess.
No, you got her there because this is how I know
No.
you got her. Everything else, she been strategic with her response. She's good. She's good. She's good. Gotta give her that. The wisdom's there. She got- but then once she said that, she was like, I don't know.
She had to repeat herself.
But next time she
Listen.
can ask that question, she gonna have a response for that shit.
I just know that historically speaking, pussy should be more than dick. Of course, you got some pussy that's like free and available. Ready.
$20.
I think it just depends on how much money the
okay,
dick got.
good pussy.
That
Good,
could
a
be
good.
pussy,
Okay,
though.
so
That could be
maybe
good pussy.
you know what? Let me take. I'm gonna go ahead and take that back, which I rarely do. A good woman is expensive, but pussy can be free. I ain't gonna lie. You got black market pussy, free pussy,
yeah.
cheap
No, we not big
pussy.
on that, but like just joint shit.
She
She
just
just
made a
like
good
slide in
topic.
the DMs, get to know like, and my pussy like, oh man, when Fridays was running that special.
$12
Because
endless
if you're not
ass
disciplined, see, it takes discipline. It takes a little bit of knowledge and self worth and discipline to have expensive
Wait,
pussy.
quick
Because
question.
sometimes we want to get one off too.
I got a quick question, just
Sure.
because
How often do y'all want to get one? Never mind.
So oh my god, I missed the opportunity. There was a whole window. So when do you consider a male your nigga, or that's my nigga? Like, is it once you've had sex, or is it when you feel like there's a connection, or is it sometimes not even sex at all? It's just chemistry. When is it your nigga?
When it's my nigga, it will first of all have
Not
to
even
be.
date. I'm not talking about dating. Like just like say that's my nigga. Like, you know how men be like, oh, that's my woman, that's my bitch. You know. What I'm saying?
So
Out of
so for
colleges.
me, in my
Yes, you do.
mind, you talking about
Such
just
space.
like just generally, or like in my mind?
We can do both. We got time.
So in my mind, if I select you and we have sex, because that's a big deal, because mind you, like I said, I don't double clutch. So I'm saving that spot for somebody that I
That's the
think
name
is
of this
worth
episode,
it.
by the way. Double clutch.
Double clutch.
I don't
Don't
know.
double clutch,
like it.
ladies.
I respect it.
Double clutch.
Okay, go ahead.
So because I don't double clutch, if I select you and we have sex, in my mind, you're my nigga. But I also am realistic to the fact that if we're not officially together, you're technically not my nigga.
So-
I understand, but in my crazy mind, I'm like, okay,
I think that's every
that's
woman crazy
bae.
mind.
So
That's
wait,
bae.
Especially if it's some good.
But from a nigga, you ever like got the vibe when she looked at you like after post shit? She looking at you like, yeah, that's my nigga. I'm like, I didn't fuck
Yeah.
that. I'm like, oh shit.
I fucked you too good.
I
Yeah.
got that good thing.
Lazy dick you.
I won't act like that. Like I'm not like, where you at? Who you with? Da, 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 da. Like no. I understand that you have to earn that position.
Some niggas like, but some niggas like that shit. But okay, I understand. So my question, I'm not saying 100% she doesn't do this, but I'm just
Tom's
saying,
funny because he tried to talk but you talk with moving your hands. So you like, I'm yo,
Okay, go ahead. Let him go. Let him go.
So I'm not, like I said, she doesn't do. But let's say hypothetically speaking, you had sex with one nigga like on one cycle, and then the next cycle you fucked another nigga. So there's conflicts. There's a pie chart. Somewhere in between.
the mic.
both of them.
Nigga, your mic is here.
No, I need you to clarify what you're saying.
Like,
Yo,
so,
hold your.
so are both of them your niggas? Is there a time that both of them your niggas?
No, so the way my emotions work, like that's what I know myself. And ladies, you have to, and this for the few ladies that are listening, you have to
there's a
know
lot of
yourself.
ladies,
I can't emotionally handle too many niggas. Now I can go on dates. If it's 7 days in a week, I can go out with 7 different
Have
niggas.
you- have you-
No.
Only
have you ever-
one.
have you ever
No,
recorded-
hold on.
She got him in the
Only
request.
one-
Let him know.
But
Talk your
only
shit.
one I can be sexually active with, and one I can really, really like.
Have you ever went out with a nigga just for the free meal?
For the what?
For the free
food.
meal?
I've been making money since I was 20.
That
Talk-
didn't
talk
answer the
your
question.
shit.
That does not answer the question.
No.
Nah, that
That's
answered
still
to me.
No, fuck no.
No,
I
I've
make
never
money.
gone out with
I
a
still
guy.
want free food. Have you
And
ever had a nigga
It's
for
the guy I can call.
free
No, because it's the guy that I can
Exactly.
call right now. If I wanted to get some good food, I can go get it, and I won't call him because I don't like him like that, and so I don't want to. It's just
So
not
if you
going
was
to be a good date.
hypothetically, you was just hungry one day, you just wanted some Ruth Chris.
Like I said, I've been getting money for a long time.
Getting money.
So as a barber, I've been getting money for a long time. I've had an ideal barber career. I don't have to do that, and I don't want to. It's hard for me to even get dressed and look cute for a nigga I don't like.
I'm trying to think of some. I'm trying to think of some crazy questions.
Go
but
ahead. It's okay.
No.
So do you
I'm gonna
got-
think of them.
So
you
do you
got
got like do you got like a well? One thing we experienced, we was talking about that last episode. We was like talking about like keeping your woman separate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like, how would you ask that to her? Like, well, our view is when you dealing with a girl or that's you consider that's your lady or you, you know what I'm saying. We gotta keep her separate. I mean, not
Your
keep her
bitch.
separate from the guys, but sometimes is you say what?
Your bitch.
your woman.
That's your bitch.
We don't
We only
call.
had one bitch.
Your woman.
We need
We're
some
dropped.
more
We
bitches.
need to get him
No.
in
We
there.
we gotta be toxic.
I don't call y'all.
This episode is too G-rated.
So yeah, so you keeping her separate from like basically going out with the guys type shit. So like, give you an example. Like we're about to go out and shit. Like you don't want her too involved with your friends, even if like our homegirls. And
Why is that?
Because it's like
The same
You wanna
fun.
explain it
The
to
same
me?
fun doesn't happen.
Yeah, because I don't understand that. I really don't.
it's like explain the theory.
So 3 years, like say, Kel by himself, like independent Kel.
This is real shit too. Like before, we can explain
In your
pre-tier-
terms,
Yeah, pre-tier, post-tier.
Oh wow. Okay. Boom. So I'm even gonna go back to freshman year. So when I first met Kel, boom, Kel didn't. This was in a relationship. Kel didn't drink. Well, I roll. Kel only
he drunk
Redberry.
red berry Ciroc.
Yeah,
So he only.
I'm a
drinks
bad
that.
bitch.
You're gay.
That's
You're gay.
That's what he thought red berry Ciroc meant.
Yeah.
But so he only drank red berry Ciroc. He didn't really go out. He was always on FaceTime almost every fucking night. So that was him.
What a fucking loser.
Absolutely. I didn't like the nigga because I was in a relationship. Why you in a relationship? These youngins is out here. Let's get these youngins. But anyways, so boom. Post relationship, we became best friends. He started going out. He started drinking.
Hold on,
He
what you
became-
say?
Y'all became best friends.
That just means
so
Tana's
beautiful.
toxic. That's all I heard is Tana's toxic.
Embrace the bromance, but okay.
He only said when he got a little liquor in
That
him.
made
But
his
every
day.
time he do, I be like, say it again.
That made his day. But that's when it became Turbo Kel. Then
Ooh.
became Deuce Kel.
Ooh,
And that's when he started.
Checking
so,
in.
My thing is like,
check.
well, independent Kel, like Kel without a woman, or Kel with even when his woman not even there, is a different type of person.
You gotta have a different type of
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
It's like all the joy that makes me independent. Kel,
Yeah.
just put that in
Kel
there.
fun is I'm turning up, boom, I'm two stepping, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
But Kel with his woman or whoever he's talking to is like, all right, I'm two stepping with her.
Because me in a relationship, she was like attached to
By
the
the
hip.
You shouldn't be different. Don't be
Attached
in
to-
a
she was
relationship
attached
with
to the
nobody
hip.
that's gonna make you different from who you are. But go ahead.
But I feel like that
You have to be. There's no way you
No,
can't.
you
like,
don't.
It's a matter
No.
because like
You can't have the same type of fun.
I want to.
But even your friends can't have it because like it's like even if I bring my girl out, like my girl might have a relationship with his girl type shit. Because we do all intermingle.
Not saying you're cheating, but saying you want to be interactive with females, so you want to have fun.
Yeah.
So in my industry, in my field, with interviewing people and having a podcast too, I have to be interactive with males. I would need my nigga to be secure enough to know that when I'm talking to niggas, I'm not flirting. I'm what do you call it?
Networking.
Networking, exactly.
she
So-
used that term.
No, it's real. But see, also outside of being in a relationship, you got to be solid networking. And if you outside of the relationship and you're fucking people that you're networking, then that's a whole different story. Then maybe you do have to be different.
Yeah.
But I don't fuck niggas that I'm trying to network with. So there's that.
Okay, so my thing. Okay, so boom. So you said in a relationship or without a relationship, you're always the same person. That's what you basically.
I want to be, yes.
You would like to be, but
But
Yeah.
have you been?
ideally,
I only really been in one real relationship in my adult life.
And that's when you got engaged.
Yes.
She's
And
not engaged anymore.
no, but
DMs
I was
are on standby.
myself. don't
Standby.
come
Cause
my
you
DMs.
talking to a dude.
I'm dating with somebody that I'm dating someone I like.
Send her a screenshot of a flight.
Come on out.
Straight to LA.
Come on out. Yeah,
Straight to LA.
Confirmation book.
No,
Airbnb sealed.
You want to
Got
stay
you.
in the request? Just know,
Gotcha.
you got friends. If you're in my request DMs, you got friends. But what were you saying?
Look at you. Look at you. The screenshot of the flight and got her violated.
She said I could go to LA.
All flustered.
That was about nice. No, but like the whole thing is just like you just can't have.
Oh yeah, why keep your friends separate? Why?
Because it's just like you can't like especially
With women.
well the situation I was dealing with. It was like. Well, when I was with Tierra or whatever, it's like my cousins knew her. Like she was, I've been with her for years or whatever.
Y'all say names on here, but go ahead.
Well,
I mean,
T-
that's like 4 years ago type shit.
Oh, okay, got you. Okay.
So like,
other people get nicknames.
yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Coats.
Yeah, well, so she knew like my cousins and shit. She was like in the family type
Okay.
shit. So it was like even after the breakup or even during the relationship, it's like she like we going to such and such with your cousins. I'm like my cousin ain't text me. The fuck? Why we going?
Okay,
there?
that's a violation though.
That's
I feel
what-
like,
that's-
okay, so I'll tell you this one. The dude that I like that I'm talking to, I met his brother like within the first week of us talking.
That's cool. All my joints meet Zachary.
Is that weird? I met his
Exactly, man.
brother. but because of code, I would never contact his brother outside of him. That's weird.
That's his brother. That's
That's
not,
his
that's
brother.
not
Or
his,
his
female
cousins.
friend. That's not his female
Yeah,
friend.
I
but
don't
I
want to
got-
do none of that. All of his friends, I would be contingent upon him.
Because it's just like if they friends and they feel like they cool, it's like my worlds are colliding. But if the worlds collide, if independent Kale and relationship Kale come together,
Relationship
But
Kale
it
wins.
depends on how long
Relationship
y'all
Kale-
were dating.
Relationship Kale wins.
I had to in order to protect home base.
It depends on how long y'all were dating. Like me, like I said, my ex and I were dating for 6 years. Some of his friends that I was cutting their hair before, that I still cut now, and I feel like that's okay. We were together for 6 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we have a relationship outside of them. But if we're not going out like, oh yeah, let's catch up, let's have drinks. No, that'll be a violation.
Yeah, but it's just even if like I was to go out with the guys type shit, like guys night, and then like, but like low key out homegirls, like say like Fola and Jovi, they're homegirls, but like if the guys going out, they going too, because we don't look at them like that. They just, you know, they the homies for real. But it's like if my girl is cool with the homegirls, it's like
Got you.
she like, oh yeah, you can come, girl. I'm like, the fuck?
Yeah,
I'm
that's
trying to have
weird.
toxic fun tonight.
Quick
That's
question
weird.
before we even end
Sure.
off. I just want to know, can you give us your third, not third, your fourth craziest wild story in your life, or funny story? Because the first one might be some wild funny shit that
Funny
you
59
story.
Need some context.
I don't have a like really funny story that I can think of. Can y'all give me some like
like an
examples?
experience that was life changing.
Life, a life.
That's wildest story.
What's your wildest story? Because I don't really have a wild. I don't live a wild. I have to think about that. But go ahead.
What's his wildest story?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna get in trouble.
Have
I
you
can't
said
do
that on here before?
No, ma'am.
Go ahead and talk
ahead,
about
talk
it.
about
Spill
it.
the
Talk about
tea.
All right, say what you gotta. Speak your piece. Get off your chest. It's like it's burning you up in the side.
I feel like you should
know.
get it out. That nigga, yo, I ain't
We
never
might have to
ever-
go a little longer today.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Let's stick to
the subjects.
Let's
No,
stick
go
to the
ahead.
subjects.
But you ain't never. So, what's your checklist? I guess when you're like, so you before you said like, if I go on a date, you said I should have screened her. So how do you how do women screen their like?
That's
how do
such
you
a
screen
great
your guy?
This is good intel.
So
We need that.
so
'Cause all we do is talk shit about women and trash them.
all right. All right.
I don't
So
want to be calling them bitches.
some women are bitches though. Some women are bitches.
Nine times out-
See, I like her.
Some women are queens. Some women are bitches. And some women are hoes.
Wait,
and
hold
some women are like nice
Sorry,
women.
conscious ignorance. Do you hear this?
I changed.
Kel Boogie
I've
and
changed.
Finesse just said, I'm calling women bitches.
You the only one that call girls bitches
I'm
on the
the
show.
only one that calls women bitches.
As
Go
of
back and
recent-
look at the episode and tell me.
No, as of recently, you've been wilding with the bitches. I've been
I've only said bitches like 3 times.
Today?
And y'all
So my screening questions, I really don't have screening questions. And
You paying the mortgage.
I'll be honest. No.
That's another. That's a good thing.
No, we gonna get to that one. Yeah. 'Cause
No, I'll
you gonna
be-
hear her time.
Nobody gonna hear this, but you gonna get to this. We gonna
I'll
get to
be honest. It's not the questions that I ask. When I'm dating someone, I listen. I don't have questions. I listen. Is he focused? Is he disciplined? Is he doing something? I feel like you can tell.
Those
the
are the three-
character.
those are the three
Hold on, wait.
checks.
No. But they're not. That you'll know that by talking to him. You don't have to ask him that, because you'll ask him, "Oh, so what do you do?" And if he says something that he's doing something that he's passionate about, something that is attaining social power, because let's be clear, it's in your nature to acquire some type of power, whether that's a player that becomes a coach, or
You don't
a
know
student
me.
that becomes a teacher.
But
it's in
I
your
feel like
nature
that's
to do
natural
that.
because naturally women are attracted to men with
Power.
Bosses.
So, like,
Absolutely.
yeah, so,
right.
like,
And it doesn't have, when I say power, a lot of people take that as in like, world domination, like
Oh, no,
president.
no, I understand
No,
what you're saying. I
some
understand
type
what
of
you're saying.
power. Is he attaining
that's
that?
why. That's why. If you, that's why in college. That's why fucking Greeks. Like we made out good, but that's why Greeks could.
Oh, okay.
Fucking
fraternities and
You
shit.
know what I'm saying? That's why
'Cause
girls were
it's-
automatically
they-
attracted to niggas in
Someti-
fraternities.
somewhat,
Because
yeah.
They
They somewhat
somewhat
power.
had power over the you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Power is
Social
an
power.
aphrodisiac to
Yeah.
a woman. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Power.
I understand that. So are you
That's
doing
why I
something
understand
that
how
you're
pussy is
passionate
more
about?
expensive.
Are you doing something that will attain some type of power? Are you disciplined? Are you doing something that you're passionate about? Because if you're not doing those things, 9 times out of 10, a man, all he's doing is chasing pussy. So if he's doing those other things to attain some type of power, that's what I look at to see the character of a man. Because when a man has power, the pussy comes.
How do
He
you-
don't have to chase it.
27.
27.
Yeah. Hey.
Heard-
Young. Because
I
all
heard
women
you.
listen to this. Y'all
I
hear that?
heard.
Y'all need to boss up. Because that
I
was hot shit.
Hey,
I'm just
I was
saying.
taught.
That was hot
I was
shit.
taught you'll never lose women chasing money, but you'll always lose
Money chasing
women.
bit. Okay.
Nigga, Fola told me, she said, yo, one day, what the fuck? She said, you'll never, she said, just chase the bag and the pussy will come.
Cause
I was
listen,
like,
once I got my new joint, ooh wee, look what money make a bitch do.
that brand new car?
It's in our nature. It's in our
Money
nature.
make coochie go woo woo.
And it's nothing about being a gold digger. It's in our
No, it's
nature
not.
to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
to
'cause
go
To
yeah.
find the
Yeah.
highest provider.
provider. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I
when
can see it.
Or natural shit.
by nature we are made to procreate, and if you're pregnant, you cannot always work depending on your pregnancy. Of course, some women they can work all the way up until, but some women can't. So you can't. You know, you have to get with someone who can provide for you.
Right.
And it's not in a gold digger type of way, because if you want a man to provide, someone like me who wants a man to provide, you have to know that there's a trade-off for that. You have to make his life easier too.
Oh, thank God.
so-
I was just hoping you wasn't going to say.
So go ahead.
You wasn't going to
ask
do
her about
nothing.
mortgage. Ask her about like if y'all live together.
So yeah, if you look together,
I already know the answer.
is it mortgage and like utilities and groceries, or is it he pays it all? Is it 50-50? Is it
Absolutely no
you making
50-50.
out like a fat rat?
What?
No 50-50.
You heard me?
I've done that before. I
So if
learned
you
from
go
experience.
into
I'm
the
not doing
DMs
that again.
Say that again.
You ready to pay
There's no
100?
50-50.
Heard you.
You have to pay the mortgage. Now, if we work out, you know, maybe I pay utilities or you pay utilities. All I got to do is make sure I cook.
Wait,
But you
wait,
know-
wait, 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 wait.
Oh my
Hold on.
God! Wait, all the bills?
I'll be making your life easier. It's a trade-off.
Wait, all of
It's a
It's
trade-off.
not a trade-off. I bought the food.
I bought the house.
But here's the crazy thing. Like, you could be like, a woman be like, yeah, I want a nigga to make 80K, have a 401K, have a degree, this, that, and the third. You ask a woman, do she cook?
Yeah,
you
see, that's
think-
why.
Oh,
Change a tire?
yeah, but can you fucking change your engine? Bitch,
No.
YouTube shit, but damn. Like,
No, and if you can't cook, first of all, there's YouTube. You can learn, or you use
be
your
watching
little
Rachel
money
Ray.
to hire a cook something. But you got to make sure that man's life is easier if he's providing.
So you know what? That's crazy.
This is
'Cause
kinda-
somebody I was
man.
talking to was like, I want a man that pays for everything, like mortgage or rent, utilities, and I be his emotional support system. And I
need
be
no
the person
fucking
so-
niggas
support.
don't even need emotion.
And
We
I-
keep
yes,
our
y'all
shit
do.
bottled up.
No, y'all need
But my
emotional
thing
We
is
keep
support.
our
Go
shit
ahead.
bottled up.
But my thing is,
Here,
aren't
hey.
I that for you?
Bottom.
No,
Am I not
okay.
your emotional support
Talking
too?
away.
I guess you
Gang.
can't be. Yeah. Men should be. But see, I don't think that women should only be emotional support. It's some work that we have to put in, but it necessarily doesn't have to be financially.
So okay. So
Or
what?
all the
what-
way.
So all right. So
I think you should contribute something,
If
but
you're
it
not,
don't
if
be
you're
not
not,
half.
listen, if you're not doing nothing financially, the pussy's coming.
the pussy needs to
Oh
be there.
yes,
Like,
because
it
you have
gotta
more
be-
energy.
and
you
I
don't
need-
have to work as hard as he do.
She said,
Yeah.
and I need to be able to cheat.
So okay. So what? So
Nah.
Right. right. I'm providing all this shit.
I need to be able to get some
I'm putting the bacon at the table and I'm cooking the bacon. So my question: so what's your
Okay.
idea situation? All right, is a man paying the mortgage and the utilities, or y'all doing mortgage him?
What's your ideal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your ideal
Well,
type of
no, your
situation?
your perfect situation probably
So,
pays all. So
let me just speak this into the atmosphere.
Speak it into the atmosphere.
I've listened to the episodes when they talk about this on their podcast.
Okay, go ahead.
I know, no
'Cause
Sunny,
They asked for
but
the
what's your other
Yada,
co-host?
Yada and Sean. Yeah,
Yada's funny as shit. We gotta have Yada on here too.
yeah. Yada's
Anytime
fucking
Go Go
hilarious.
Music come
I
on, Yada
love
go
her.
crazy.
I know.
Anytime she can't even go continue the show without
I
turning
know.
Go Go Music.
I have to turn the shit off.
because Yada's twerking. I'm like,
Yeah,
why do y'all-
Yada's hilarious. She's very witty and smart and funny. She's amazing. But yeah.
But yeah, go ahead, continue.
So my ideal situation is if a guy's like, look, I want to be the provider. I'm going to take care of the bills and the mortgage. I don't mind taking care of the bills though. But if he wants to take care of the bills and the mortgage, that's ideal.
of course.
I'll make sure his clothes is, his cleaners is done, his laundry is done, his food is cooked, however much he wants. Of course, 7 days a week is a lot, but if at
7 days a week is a lot to provide.
Am I going home? Am I working 40 hours a week?
Am I working out?
7 days a week.
40 hours a week. Am I going to the gym out the way to stay in shape for
7 days
you?
is a lot. 7 days. But of course, a bunch of sex during the week.
Okay.
You'll have enough energy for that. Taking care of unless they children are involved. Children are taken care of and stuff like that. So his life is made easier. Whatever his life, whether it's
Outside of
making
the
his
bills.
appointments,
I got
stuff
a
like that. Stuff that he can just go do whatever he wants to do, whether it's being a working or being an entrepreneur. He can come home and just chill.
I got a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say all that happens. So let's say all that happens, and let's say you said 7 days is a lot. Okay, boom.
Yeah,
I grew
'cause
up.
7
I grew
days
up in a
could be,
house
yeah.
where like Saturday and Friday, nobody.
We order pizza.
Yeah,
here,
Yeah,
so-
yeah.
So my question: are you paying for that,
Yeah. And then if I'm going I need to go to TJ Maxx, find a pot or some shit, or whatever. I'll buy him something. Or if I'm like, well, let me get him a nice little gift, I go to a nice little designer store.
Do you bring
whatever.
him home a woman to have sex with?
No.
I need another woman in the relationship.
But I'm gonna be up on all the new shit. I'm gonna be up on all the new shit.
Occasional woman too.
I'm gonna be all up on all the new shit. He not about to have regular, missionary. It's gonna be extra sloppy, wet, whatever.
You pegging your nigga?
Huh?
What? Oh, you just went so left. You just went so left.
Oh hell no! If a nigga wants to peg
I know
him,
some
he
women that
don't.
be like they want to dominate niggas.
Oh no!
Those are the
no.
feminists.
She gotta
She's
go.
not a feminist.
She gotta
I'm not a
go.
feminist.
Yeah, she-
They was
I'm
like,
a proud
I want to
non-feminist.
dominate a
If
nigga.
she paying,
No.
she need to leave that nigga.
That is gay.
So how?
But
how do you-
I do
Alright,
think
so-
that's gay. I
So
do
we
think
talked
that's
about
gay.
how
It's
you
okay,
screen
though.
them. We talked about how you screen them.
Yes.
So we kind of got the basis on how you screen them. So how do you decide when you're taking a guy serious versus this could be
How he look.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's
I
based
don't
on
know.
those things that we talked about. Is he doing something that he's passionate about? Is he disciplined? Is he a provider? Certain things like that. Like, is he?
Is it? So it's never a time when you like, all right, this nigga look
Provide
good.
some
I'm
dick.
gonna fuck this nigga.
Whole lot of.
That's it.
I can't
Are
let
you not at that
emotions
age
control
no more?
me. I'm
Or
not
you
at that age
period no
anymore.
more?
I'm not, because even though I'm not looking necessarily for a relationship right away, now I'm smart. So if a dude that's quality that comes into my life right now, even though I'm not technically ready to look for a relationship, if he comes along and say, hey, I want to be with you, and he's the things that I would like and all that, I'm not going to say no because I need a couple more months. No, I will
What
go
age?
ahead and say. What age?
Yeah.
I don't have it like an age, but I know that I've only been single for like 7 months.
Okay.
So I wouldn't turn it down because it's not smart. But I would give it some time. I don't have a time period, but I know that I'm dating. But whoever I'm dating now should be a contender for when I am ready. So I'm not like thoughting out, no.
Right.
Because I think that eliminates your possibilities for when you are ready to be in a relationship.
Right. Do you go ahead, Jay?
I was gonna say, go ahead.
No, I was about to ask you, do you got like a do you think women have a metric to where they say, oh, I'm gonna fuck this nigga? Like if you Tom, was you talking to a girl you know that like, all right, she trying to fuck me, she gonna fuck with me type shit?
You just got.
I just think my rap game, all that, but
I don't know, but
I go smacking niggas though.
But
I
you're
go
not a good
smack.
communicator, so I don't understand.
I got 2 ears. I only hear one person.
Oh, go ahead.
First of all, you
Go ahead,
don't
Kel,
talk
I'm
to me
sorry.
like you talk to me like some fucking child. That's what
That's what
you-
it sounded like.
That's what it is.
That's exactly
I'm
what it
just
sounded like.
Absolutely,
you
you know.
use your mother
I'm just
shit
letting you
on
know.
me.
Got 2 ears. Only hear one person though.
Go ahead.
No, okay. So when I talk to a guy, I know if I want to fuck him or not.
Off
for
the
sure.
first date.
First date, right?
That's what,
First time you meet him.
So that's
We
what-
already do that.
But I may not fuck him on the first date.
Yeah,
but I
we
know that I want to.
So
yeah.
what's that? We're trying to help y'all.
But see, it's nothing you can do or not do.
Exactly.
For a woman like me, for a quality woman,
For a woman like
Fuck
me,
your shit.
strong, independent.
I don't
Barbara
even claim that.
Black
You ever
woman.
notice? I never call myself
Nah, you
independent
haven't.
because I need a man.
You need a man.
I do.
Q make
Whoa,
the
whoa,
cash
whoa,
shit.
whoa.
I'm not on no high girl shit. I
You
do
not,
need a
but
man.
that's the shit you.
I'm
For
do.
real?
I'm in my
I've never heard a woman say that before.
No, that's
Yeah, women need
Ever.
men. Men need women for sure.
we were put here to be together. Why not?
We were.
Right,
Right.
You need this dick.
I don't.
The fuck? You need this dick. I knew you needed it. I knew you needed it. I knew you needed it for life. You didn't have to tell me.
I see, yo,
I
so-
knew it all along.
Some girl tweeted that she was like, what she say? She was on. Oh, I just put my AC shit, like, you know the AC shit you put in the window?
Yeah.
I just put that shit in my window. You really don't need men for shit. I was just like, I listened to
No.
Ari Lennox. She was like, what she say? Your apartment will not fuck you. I quoted that shit with
I got a new couch.
Yeah.
My couch will not fuck me.
Right.
not have sex
They would
with
not
you.
have sex with
No.
you. I was quoted and she said, "Oh, so you just gonna out me like that?" I'm like, I'm just saying, like you.
Women,
women love to say-
it's okay to need a man. You
And
shouldn't need a man to survive, like to eat and live and do all of these things that it takes to survive. But you do need a man.
He needs you to eat and survive that pussy.
I need a.
He needs to eat that.
Yo, I didn't think you was. I thought you was about to take it just like
Some deep
I
shit.
never
I thought
call
it was gonna be
myself
some
independent.
conscious stuff. Not
Right,
the ignorance.
ignorance.
I never call
ignorant.
myself independent. You
Nah,
if you pay attention, I've never said
All the
that.
episodes I listen to.
Yeah.
So-
Never.
So why do you
But-
think it is
But I
that
live by myself. I have a single family
she's just
home.
very-
I pay
she's-
my own mortgage, but I do not
She's very
complain.
strong on like a man should provide. and
Yeah.
should provide
So why do you think
everything
women
else.
who independent like have that mindset then? Like,
Because it's passed down from slavery.
So.
wow, this is 400
You know what's crazy?
years of mindsets.
That's what's great. You know what's crazy? Those social norms that are placed on men, we have to live by it. And the social norms that are placed on that at that same time that were placed on women, we can't live by no more. Or because
Which is
certain
unfair.
term, because like, oh, back in the day, women used to provide for the house and like they used to take care of the house, which was a full time job.
Yes, it is.
But now it's like women want to work, and it's like I'm not gonna cook. There's women that don't know how to cook because
that's all I
it's
think.
Like, I'm not gonna cook. Either you will cook or we gonna buy some food.
It's-
It's like it's crazy because like the social norms that are placed for women, they don't have to abide by no more. But the same social standards or norms that
And
are
I-
placed for men, we don't have to. We have to abide by.
No, that's respect, and I think that if you date a feminist, that you should treat her accordingly. But if you date a non-feminist, you should treat her accordingly. I don't think that women should. I do believe in gender roles.
Right.
You know, so if you date a woman that's into gender roles and who believes in like tradition,
Yeah,
it doesn't mean that we should be like subservient to the point that we don't have our own identity.
Right.
But if we feel like women can do as much as men can do, and just because you're a man doesn't mean anything, then yeah, you should pay half. That's why a provider is reserved for women like me.
That's what my whole thing was. It's like you want
I like her.
No offense, I'm all for like equal, but like, all right, y'all want equal pay and all of this shit.
Right, you gonna pay
The-
equal
the-
bills?
We
the
should get
the
equal pay if we
no,
do
you
the same
should.
job.
No,
Yeah.
no, 100%. But my whole thing is, more money comes more problems. So like, all right, I was making back in the day. The man was making more money.
Exactly.
The woman was making nothing. So
Right.
of course, I'm paying all those bills and doing all that shit. So the woman don't got, but we making the same amount of money. Why shouldn't we go have? Because woman, best believe your lady gonna have that separate bank account.
Exactly.
And if y'all break,
I understand.
but look, my thing is, if I'm paying the mortgage, my
But we-
house is on the deed.
No.
But we should be
on the
paid. But we
mortgage.
should
That's,
be.
Yours is
that's,
on
no,
the
no. That's the
mortgage.
first thing I learned by
My house
by
is-
one of my OGs.
Your house is not on
If-
that mortgage.
One of my OGs told me if she was one of those like, no, you do all this whatever, put that shit in her name, because if that shit don't happen,
Don't work out?
Yeah, don't work out. She has to do that shit.
I agree with that. Like, if I got a guy, if I had to do right now where we were dating like consistently, and then like, okay, let's
then she
move
could
in
put you
together.
on.
I would rent my house out
that.
currently,
You can afford it.
and
Right.
then move in with him, and then that way, it's not like I'll be asked out if it doesn't work out. I'll still have my own, that I can move back in. But yeah, I wouldn't want the house to be. I wouldn't mind the house being in his name. Whatever.
I mean, but it's some women that they
Cause they ain't got shit.
No, is that I want the house in your name. So
I have a
if you
house.
break
City
up with me-
girls. We broke down the city girls between the high
No,
girls.
first of all, and
Oh,
I
you know.
and
Is there a
listen,
difference though?
oh
yeah.
yeah.
Oh my god.
okay.
Oh, it's a big difference.
Oh.
It's huge.
But I don't,
Huge.
you want us to get
We like
into
high
it?
girls in
We
this
getting
show.
that.
No,
We
if
got
y'all got into it in other episodes,
No,
then
we
y'all can
get into it
educate me
for you,
later.
though.
Which one do you feel like you categorize with the
I feel
most?
like,
I'm not- I'm
Well,
not-
hold
I'm
up.
neither.
So first of all, what's
She
the
said
vibe
she
you
got a
give?
cold summer.
She love to say she a cold summer or whatever. But
Cold
what y'all
summer.
think she give off?
Hot girl vibes.
I think
Hot girl vibes.
that behind the scenes, that nigga ain't listening.
Hot girl vibes.
He's texting his
All right, so what you
girlfriend.
think?
Hot girl vibes, right, Zach?
Hot girl vibes, but he don't. Zach ain't fit. He ain't loyal.
He not in it now.
Just say something.
All right, so you explain the difference
So
between
hot
the city
girl
girls
and
hot
city
girls.
girl,
Like,
yeah.
City girls is robbing niggas, stealing niggas,
Scamming
scamming
niggas.
niggas, setting niggas up.
They in your bag.
Getting niggas to shoot niggas.
That's
Getting
city
run
niggas. That's city girls, right?
City
Yeah.
girls.
Okay.
Hot girls are enjoying the summer, having fun, having lit, being independent. At the same time, they could be independent, they could not be. But
Because their leader's not.
Cause yeah. She said, "What's her quote? I'm in my bag, but I'm in his bag
But you
too."
would never know.
So they
It's like they
you know
going on vacations. You don't know who paid for it.
you just
don't
see,
know who paid
he
for
taking the pictures, but she just posting the ones of them.
She the
too.
type that pick up the dinner tab every once in a while. She'll pick it up for
That's
you.
a hot girl.
That's a hot girl. She ball shit.
I
Just-
might.
just-
I might.
To y'all definition, I'm a hot girl.
Dominance. She just sort of dominance. A hot girl would pay for the city girl would be like,
But hot girls give
What
off the
you mean with
perception
that?
that they don't need a nigga, but
They want a nigga.
they want a
I
nigga.
don't
They
know.
all
That's
want a
why I
nigga.
said cold
They
girl,
all want a
because-
nigga.
But I'm okay with a girl wanting to be taken care of.
But hot girls give off the perception that they don't need a nigga, but they want a nigga.
But I'm okay with a girl wanting to be taken care of. 'Cause, you know what I'm saying?
They all want a nigga.
To be taken care of.
No,
But it
no.
has to be a trade-off. It has to be a
Yeah,
trade-off.
no,
Yeah,
100% has
exactly.
to be a trade-off.
Exactly.
But I'm okay with a woman wanting
I feel like
to be taken care of.
if you have a man that, first of all, I guess in y'all definition, I fit more in the hot girl description. But to be honest, that's why I say cold girl summer, because I low key, I ain't gonna lie, most times I be like, I wouldn't mind having a nigga that I vibe with, that I'm, compatible with, and all that good stuff. And I wouldn't mind being with that one nigga. I'm cool with that.
That's
I don't
how
have
girls
to
think
date.
too.
I only date a bunch. I only date multiple niggas. Like go out on dates just out of I'm single, so I'm not about to be in a house.
So you a hot girl. That's what. That's
But
what
You're a hot girl.
No,
Okay.
but
She
it's
don't wanna
cold
take
because
the
I don't
definition. We
I don't
understand.
exercise all of my rights.
Right.
All right,
I understand.
so-
but you're hot. But
Listen.
you fit on the hot girl side. and
I fit on their side, yeah.
This was conscious ignorance. This was episode what? Because I gotta pee. So,
Yo,
this is
you
conscious
gotta
ignorance.
let her get her.
It's
she
okay.
did.
It's
So,
all right.
Give your Instagram and Twitter again.
My Instagram is Miss Sabrae,
Tell her to drink too much wine.
MSSABRAE, and that's where you can find all the updates
the
on everything
barbershop?
that I do.
What's the
Yes.
bar
Get
name?
the barbershop.
My bar, I work at K Monroe Hair Studios, and you can just go
We
on
gonna put
Cuts
the link-
by
we can put
Sabrae.
your link
Yeah,
in the
you
bio.
can go on Cuts by Sabrae and book with me. Don't be mad at me, but you might have to book like a month in advance.
Fellas, look into her eyes.
I'm just saying.
Look into the
Fellas, look
eyes.
into her eyes.
I have a. I've
She
been
like
in the
that.
game.
She like that.
When you look into her eyes.
You know when
I
she
like
gotta
that.
step between your legs and get the shape
No.
out?
Look into her eyes.
I've been in the game for 8 years, so my clientele is booming. You might have to. It might. Don't book with me if you need a haircut this week.
Her clientele definitely boom. She got the Gucci flip flops.
You know.
We don't
no.
even do Gucci no more.
Well,
Fuck all that. I own a home. Okay. Fuck all the Gucci flip flops. Okay. I own a home, so
Talk to 'em.
it's real. You're gonna have to wait a little while to get an appointment with me, but you can book. You can go on my haircut page, Cuts
Heard
by
you.
Sabrae, and yeah, you can book.
right
Don't
here,
look into
right
my
here,
eyes.
Right here. we
Make
need it
sure
right
you
here.
tip if you want me to look out. But I'm gonna give you a great cut regardless. But I'm just saying.
Regardless.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Heard
thanks
you.
for y'all for tuning in. If you listen, thank you, appreciate you. And if you listen this long, we definitely appreciate you.
He wasn't.
This is Conscious Ignorance. Follow us, subscribe, like, and everything on the YouTube and Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
And do the same thing for
no disclaimer podcast.
Yes, no disclaimer. Shout out to them.